All right, good afternoon, everyone. This is Ladibugg Photography. My name is Jocelyn, and I am here with the 343 with All Du3 Podcast. So let's get this popping. First question, 343. KD, which I know I'm asked. First,
McFly, what up, though?
McFly. So I want to say hello to everyone, but the first question is for you.
Okay.
If you was to be a superhero, who would you be?
Batman.
Batman, why?
Batman's really not a superhero. Just based on the fact that he's actually just smart and rich and actually has the courage to go out there and make the difference in the world that he actually can contribute to. So I feel like that's more honorable. You actually have to make a choice to actually make a difference compared to Superman. Nobody can kill you. You're out there just wild and you do whatever you want. It's kind of easy. Batman always kind of spoke to me a little bit. And he's very private and discreet. So again, that also went a little better for me personally.
So we're private.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Horrible setup. Go ahead, though. I'm going to take it.
Okay. So, we're going with you.
Mo.
Mo knows.
There we go.
So, what is a passion of yours that rarely you share with people, and why?
That's a good question. Wow. That's a good question. What's a passion of mine that I really share? I like kittens.
You like kittens?
Yeah.
Why?
They're just cute.
Soft.
Yeah, cuddly.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm a big guy. I just think it's a little embarrassing, but nonetheless, I like kittens.
Okay. So, hard guy with a soft heart.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Courtney.
That was a very good question, Lady Simone.
Lady Simone. For your great-grandchildren, listening from years from now. So when they go back to hear this, what is one thing, some wisdom that you want to pass on to them, and what would you want them to know?
One thing I would want them to know is that you can do anything you put your mind to. It's something that's said all the time, but I want them to understand that you don't have to depend on anybody to actually follow through and do it. You can just kind of do it yourself. And I really want them to understand entrepreneurship and being able to leave behind a legacy that they can follow and know that they don't necessarily have to, follow what the typical blueprint is that they give us. So one thing I just want them to understand is just whatever comes to your mind, whatever dream or passion that you have, just jump out there, do it, and you can do it. You just have to work hard for it.
Awesome, because we want to give that inspiration to everyone. And as an entrepreneur, we look at it as if I can help somebody, I can. For me, if I can help somebody, I will, and I can. And I'm not going to let somebody fall short because no one wants to help them. So that comes to a question for everyone at this podcast, 3 for 3. What is some inspiration that you would give to aspiring entrepreneurs trying to get, they don't have that motivation. They need a little to get going. What is some?
I would take that as first is you got to have a dream and you got to believe in yourself first. Some people sometimes we have an idea and want people to kind of push them along a little bit. You got to actually be convinced that this is what it is. You got to be able to sell that, push that, and feel that much like that what you're actually providing is necessary. Then at that point in time, I think eventually when people see that you're so dedicated, committed to it, then eventually they'll come across that and also understand it may take time for others to come along with it. But everyone likes helping the train when it's already going. So all you got to do is kind of get it going. And at that point in time, the people that truly rock with you will support you.
Yeah, true.
I would say follow your heart. Not your mind, your heart. Because that's where it's actually, I feel, the most genuine spot that it comes from. The heart is not really altered too much, but your mind, it's a very dangerous thing, and it can be altered from something you see on TV, something that someone may have said that is where you want to be, and you're like, you know what, just follow this blueprint, but that's not what my heart is saying. So I say most importantly, follow your heart, and even if you're the only one that's standing on that island for the time being, follow your heart. So if it doesn't work, you're still stuck to your guns. If it works, great as well. Follow your heart, though.
And I would have to say, adding to that, to both of those great things, is despite whether you think you have it or not, just go out there and do it. Even if it means spending your last 10 dollars to make sure that, to buy something that can contribute to your dream, do it. Because when you follow your heart, I'd rather spend my last on something that I really want to do, and then everything else will follow. It would seem hard at first, but, just put your all into it. Follow your dreams despite whatever, and just keep going. You're going to get more no's than you would get yeses.
Exactly.
But just keep pushing. Your dream is not meant for everybody to see or to understand, because it was given to you. It's at a point to where, as you go along, people begin to see the vision, because a lot of people don't see something that came to you a certain way. So it's up to you to actually give them that ability to see that. So I'll just say, despite whatever, just keep pushing.
Keep pushing it. And then, we all have dreams and aspiration to be something. So, McFly, who has inspired you, or what has inspired you to be who you are today?
That'd be a mixed batch. It might sound crazy. Most of my inspiration was from people letting me know what I couldn't be. Not in the sense of what I could be.
Got you.
So look at people like, okay, I see what you did. I can't do that. So once so many doors is closed, it can only point me in one direction. So from my parent, my father was more of a militant setup. So he just let me know, like, failure is not an option. Even if he's from a distance, I knew that failure was not an option. He's going to hear about it. From my mother, just telling me to use my resources based upon that. For my brother, just kind of being able to actually go out there and get it and make things happen. So again, a mixture of that. I wouldn't say too many other ones like any celebrities or anything like that, but more or less I saw what not to do, and I built off of that what my actual personal interest was, and that's kind of just pushed it forward. So I probably see my family more or less from that.
Got you. So this question is for Lady Simone. If you could hold on to one memory from your life, what would that be?
Ooh, that's a good one. If I could hold on to one memory, I would have to say it would be the memories of my father.
Okay.
And I would say that because that's something that I carry with me. Those are things that, my kids won't see, So that's something that I will have to instill in them, keep talking about. And, because my dad, in such a sense, anybody that know him, he had an entrepreneur spirit.
Gotcha.
So now that I even think about it, it's like things that I do, I can see him in me, and the reason why I push so hard through stuff. And he was the type of person that did something regardless. You know what I'm saying? Regardless what people may say, oh, you may not can do this, or he's going to make it work, and he's going to actually build it or fix it. And another thing is just his spirit was awesome, helping people, just loving people. So that's those memories of him is something that I hold so dear, and that I would never want to forget, because those are the things that I even use to this day to try to put in my kids. And so that's something that I would definitely love to hold on to, and I cherish.
Awesome. So we're gonna end this with Mo Knows.
You got some really good questions, I will say. You done deep
thank
on it.
you.
Original, very original questions.
So we're gonna end this with something funny. So I need to know the funniest story you can tell us to make us laugh. If it's about McFly, a funny story that you have that you can tell us.
Tons of those.
You want a funny story about McFly?
Let's do that. If you want to give us a funny story, just give us a funny story.
It doesn't pertain to anybody.
It doesn't. No.
Oh.
It doesn't have to pertain to everybody, but just give us something humorous.
Okay, it's about McFly.
Tons of content out there.
Me and my youngest son Mason, we was actually driving in McFly's truck one day, and he asked me, he said, "Daddy," I said, "What's up, son?" He said, "Was Uncle JoJo truck made in Wakanda?" I said, "Why you say that, son?" He said, "Because I think his truck was made out of vibranium." And for those who don't know, McFly has a couple different vehicles. One of his vehicles is was it 86? Was it?
Not 80. Hey, don't do Susie like that. Susie a 91 Jeep Cherokee.
It's a 91 Jeep Cherokee.
Yeah.
If anybody know anything about those, that's real metal right there. Like if he hits something, it's like a mini tank. And my son said, he asked me, was it made in Wakanda? Because he thinks it's made out of vibranium.
I literally hit cars and had no scratch at all. Their bumper was thrashed, but I don't worry about it.
Yo, Susie still pushing?
Yeah.
27 years.
It's outside right now.
Yeah.
I mean, literally outside right now. And this was a recent conversation I had with my son.
300,000 plus miles. Yeah.
No, that's everything. I mean, you have anything else you would like to ask? I would like to say you asked some really good questions. Each question you asked them, I even asked myself. I'm like, whoa, boy, I'm glad I didn't get that question.
Yeah, it was definitely original line of questions for sure.
Absolutely. I would definitely, because even that, you still have me stuck from left field with my hidden passion that I don't want nobody to know. Then the one memory, and wow, that was those are good questions. I
Definitely questions.
Definitely appreciate that.
That my research.
I think the kitten had a little underlining in there why
Yeah,
he likes kittens,
yeah,
but we're not going to
you
deep
know,
to dive in that.
you know.
Family friendly podcast, with all due respect, sometimes. Yeah, so I'll leave that there though.
All right, so y'all, this is a 3 for 3 with the All Due Respect podcast, and we was actually interviewed this go around by Miss Jocelyn of Ladibugg Photography. Until next month, we appreciate y'all listening. Thank you.